Welcome back to FM Storey. We're past the midway point of season 6 and this year where we try to end the dominance of Celtic and Rangers in Scottish football. We're having a pretty decent season so far. Unfortunately, in the last episode we did lose the Scottish League Cup final to Rangers. We are currently pretty comfortable in third position in the league. We've made the knockout stages of the Europa League. Coming up in this episode, we've got the 5th round of the Scottish Cup away at Celtic, and we've got the round of 16 in the Europa League. So without further ado, let's get into the action. It's time for the 5th round of the Scottish Cup against Celtic. If we do win, we get a home quarter-final against St Johnstone. And we have been drawn against Athletic Bilbao in the Europa League, so we certainly could have got a much better draw than what we've managed to get. We've played 2 games since the end of the last episode. We had a comfortable 2-0 victory over Aberdeen and a much less comfortable 4-3 victory over Hearts. Hopefully we put in a performance more similar to the Aberdeen game in this Scottish Cup game than the Hearts game, because given that Hearts were able to score 3 against us, I think Celtic will be able to punish us even more. So this is the side we've picked for the Cup game. Shimahira is back from injury, so he's starting in the front 3 with Khan and Barcola. We're going to stick with the same formation that we've been playing and just see if that can produce a performance. Hopefully we can just get in and about their centre-halves with this formation. Right, I throw Garcia to take it. Throws it straight to their player. And now there is acres of space for them to move into down the right-hand side. Sancho goes back to the centre-half. Sancho again. Goes back to his keeper. We are not getting close to this ball at all. Jashari's in. Garcia got back to him. Sancho. I think if he'd missed, that was probably going to be a penalty anyway. But that is exactly the start we did not want. And it all came from a stupid throw-in. Like, what the hell was that? That's certainly not what the instruction is for throw-ins anyway. Right, Kelly with McKenna with the goal kick. Maatsen down the left-hand side into Shimahira, who loses out to Jadon Sancho. I mean, that's bad. Elise nicks in to get the ball though. Rechik, Romeo. Right, Edstrom with Maatsen and acres of space outside him. Back to Rechik. Cross to the back post. Barcola manages to loop a header over the keeper. The keeper should have done a hell of a lot better there, you've got to say. But we've got ourselves back in the game. Polish new signing does well. Gets to the byline. Just stinks the cross up to the back post. Barcola gets up above the left back and nods it over the top of Lunin. And that's 1-1. Right, throw for them. Can all the way back from the centre of the front 3 to win the ball back there. Maatsen down the line to Shimahira. He's lost out again to Sancho. But Garcia nicks in to get it. Shimahira onto Khan. Romeo. Rechik over the top looking for Sin. Oh, that would have been a lovely finish. Keeper turns it behind for a corner. Rechik to take it. In swinger Elise. Back to the corner taker. And that is a bit wayward. Right, another corner from that left-hand side. Swung in. They've headed clear as far as can. And luckily for them, that's right in the goalkeeper's hands. Anywhere else, and it might have gone past him. Lunin throws it out. Uh-oh. Matsson's come well out of position there. Sancho going past Romeo on the outside. Pulls it back to the edge of the area. They've hit the post, and we've got away with one there. Sancho has been very lively for them. Sin tried to bring it out, got caught on the ball. Lopez in the box. Garcia wins it back. But they're getting every loose ball outside our box. Ishmael from distance. It goes well over the top. A corner right on half time for them. They flicked it on, but it hits the roof of the net. And that should be half time. It is an interesting half. I mean, we've ended up with more possession. We've had 7 shots on target. We need to be much better in front of goal. Right, we've made one change at half time. We brought Bermudez on for Shimahira. Right, a throw for them deep in our half. They're approaching the edge of the box. They've gone backwards again though. Yashari, Udogi to Maxi, who's just come on. Alanson Maximan. It's just a bit too easy. The fullback has to come out to follow him. No one then is back to pick up Sam Maximin. And yeah, that's what happens. And nope, there we go. Full time. We've lost 2-1. We're out of the Scottish Cup. It allows us at least, I suppose, to narrow our focus so that we're just focusing on the league and the Europa League now. Would have been nice to make it to a home quarter-final. But we just need to press on with the rest of the season now. So we've made it to the second leg of the round of 16 against Bilbao. Things did not get much better after the Celtic game. We went to Aberdeen and just really weren't at the races. Ended up losing 4-2. At that point, it was the first leg of the Bilbao game, so we decided we needed to go back to the 4-2-3-1. The 3 up top wasn't perhaps as secure as we needed to be. First half, we were nowhere in the game. They had loads of chances. Second half, we were much better. Redchick got his first goal for the club. And then Damian Perez popped up with 10 minutes left to give us a 2-1 victory in the away leg. Give us a 1-goal advantage going into the home leg. Then we played Kilmarnock in the league. And again, didn't get off to the best of starts. We were 1-0 down. We managed to get back to 1-1 before half time. And then our substitutes came off the bench and really put in a performance to enable us to come away with a 3-1 victory. And now we've just got to hope we can hold on to this 1-goal advantage in the second leg against Bilbao. So this is the side we're going into the game with. It's pretty much what has been our main starting team for most of the season, with Sotakan off the right, Babadi in behind, Shimahira with Barcola off the left, and obviously we've gone with Romeo and Redchick in the defensive midfield roles. Not much happening early on in this game. We've had lots of shots, but most of them are off target. Right, Maatsen down the left to Barcola, into Redchick. Maatsen on the overlap, gets to the byline. Right, Maatsen with a throw down the left. Well, we've lost out, but Redchick wins it back off Sunset, off to the edge of the area. Just lashes it over the bar. I hope we don't come to regret wasting these chances like we have in so many of the big league games that we've had. Right, into Shimahira. Turns lovely. Finds Sotakan. Oh! And Unai Simon turns it onto the post and they scramble it away for a throw-in. Right. Free kick for them, which Liam Kelly just keeps out. And we've done a pretty decent job in that first half. We just need to guard against them nicking a goal and leveling it up on aggregate, but things are going pretty well. We've made one change at half time, but Baddy had picked up a knock in the first half, so we brought Matesh Sin on. Right. Garcia gives it away to Inaki Williams. Sunset. Inaki Williams approaching the box. And that is exactly what we said we needed to guard against. Less than 30 seconds of the second half gone, and they've levelled the tie up on aggregate. Sunset down the line, and Naki Williams just pulls it back to the penalty spot, and Ramos just sweeps it past Liam Kelly. Garcia's header is loose, but Romeo picks it up. Elise goes back to Liam Kelly. Edstrom to Maatsen with space to move into down this left hand side. Down the line for Barcola. Cuts in onto his right foot. Into the box. What a finish. And we've almost immediately gone back in front on aggregate. We just move the ball to get the space on the left hand side. Maatsen to Barcola. Cuts in onto his right foot. Drives into the box. And then just buries it in the bottom corner. Right, Maatsen heads it down. Redchick into Sin. What it's turned lovely there. Driving into the box. And Simon turns it over for a corner. Maatsen to take it. Aims for the near post. And Elise's header misses the near post and goes wide. Try to pick up from the back. They've chipped it over the press. Nico Williams infield to Ihen. Right. Venkador, Ihen again. Garcia luckily cuts that out. Sort of can. Now try to move down the right into some space left behind the left back. Goes back to Garcia, who goes past the left back again. Dinks across up to the back post. The keeper should have saved that, but Barcola's header at the back post puts us 2-1 up on the night, 4-2 up on aggregate. And is this really happening? Garcia does well, going round the fullback and then just dinks it up to the back post. Really, the keeper should be saving that, but we'll take it. We've got a throw in late on Geza. Bermudez into the box, and that's just wrapped it up. Shimahira with a simple tap in after Bermudez has basically just walked round the defence. So Geza with the throw. Bermudez just goes round, no one looking to get back to him, and he just squares it. Simple tapping for Shimahira. 3-1 on the night, 5-2 on aggregate, and in the end we've made it to the quarterfinals pretty comfortably. I thought that was going to be a tough draw, but we're still in the competition. I mean, there are some ridiculously good teams left in the competition, so it's going to be tough. I mean, this was a tough draw in the round 16. It's going to be an even tougher draw, I suspect, in the quarterfinals. We've made it to the end of March. We've played a couple of league games since that second leg against Bilbao. We've drawn games against St Johnstone and Celtic, which basically means, as far as the league's concerned, we're pretty much in our own space for third. We have, I think, guaranteed the Conference League for next season, at the very least. Now it's just a case of pushing on, make sure we guarantee that we finish in third position in the league, because I don't think we're going to be able to catch Celtic and Rangers 7 points behind them, and Rangers have got a game in hand as well. As you can see, we were talking after the Bilbao game about how we were going to get a tough draw. Looking at the teams in the draw, I would have settled for Shakhtar or Udinese. In the end, we got Juventus, which is probably one of the tougher draws we could have got out of the whole lot. If we managed to make it past Juventus, we would have Shakhtar or Dortmund in the semi-final. Obviously, the quarterfinal is going to come up in the next episode. But overall, since we've switched the formation back to the 4-2-3-1, we have started to pick up the form a bit. It was a bit ropey towards the beginning of the episode, and now we've just got to finish the season as strong as we can. We've got 6 games left in the league. We've got at least 2 games left in the Europa League, and it's all about winning as many of those 8 games as possible. Thanks for watching, and join us next time to see how we get on against Juventus.